Ah, Major. I rather suspected our paths might cross again, though not like this. I must give Senator Everin credit. Sending you here was a bolder move than I expected from him.
I didn't come here to chat.
No, I can feel your singular focus, your bloodthirsty determination. Don't you think it's odd that you're the only one trying to stop me? That the Voss haven't foreseen everything as they supposedly can? With this weapon buried beneath their capital, the Voss will have no choice but to submit. Clearly their abilities were no match for the power of the dark side.
Is that the ZR-57 stolen by the Havoc Squad traders?
Yes, the orbital strike device finally reactivated. A beautiful machine. Every detail of the operation was chosen at random from dozens of fully developed alternatives. With all possibilities equal, no single plot was foreseen. This operation has been a masterpiece of ingenuity. One that you have no place in. Guards, remove this filth.
You're gonna need a lot more guards, Torius.
If I'm forced to dispatch you myself, all the better. Guards? How can this be? You're only human. No match for the power of a full-blooded Sith.
All that time worrying about the Voss, and for nothing.
You are unworthy of my notice. A nothing. An insect. This isn't finished. I cannot be killed by vermin like you.
No pulse. No breathing. He's dead, sir.
Major?
I can explain everything, really.
For what purpose? The mystic Kai Vey foresaw Lord Torius's actions, and yours. Voss is safe.
If you knew about the threat, why didn't you do anything?
Kai Vey saw no need for help. Kai Vey comes to see this bomb. Its technology is unknown.
Give us the bomb for study. We will give weaponry in trade.
I can't just hand you an orbital strike bomb.
Then we leave.
I'll have a Class 7 retrieval team brought to our coordinates straight away, Major.
Major, looks like you got us a real treat here. Jack, Garen, check those rad seals, would you? We can handle things from here, sir. Feel free to head back to Senator Everin's office.
Oh, Major, come in. Have a drink with me. That was very impressive, Major. Even with Torius there, you got the job done.
Did the situation finally swing the Voss our way?
No, actually it didn't. Unbelievably, even after everything the Empire did, the Voss refused to take a side.
Don't they realize the danger we saved them from?
I don't know. But it's hard to believe our work didn't have any impact on them at all. In any event, you've done your part. The Empire clearly won't be invading Voss again anytime soon. I hadn't pictured someone like you as the leader of Havoc Squad, but you aren't all bad. I'll make the necessary arrangements to return your troops.
Those troops will make a big difference, sir. It's been a pleasure.
Take care out there, Major.
Hello, Major. Our troops are already back on the move. More than one senior general is singing our praises at the moment. I also received a handful of written complaints from Senator Everin during your mission. Nothing unexpected from a man like him. You've done well.
That moron would have cost us the war.
Possibly, but cooler heads prevailed. With more manpower on the ground to supplement our space forces, the tide of this campaign will finally turn in our favor. We're only a few steps away from General Racton himself. He'll have to commit his personal forces somewhere soon. When he does, you'll be there to strike.
I can't wait to finally meet Racton in person.
Neither can I. Unfortunately, a situation has developed in the Senate. A hearing to investigate Special Forces' recent activities. You've been called to testify.
Why is the Senate suddenly interested in our activities again?
The situation is complicated. I'll tell you more when you arrive. Garza out.
General Garza, I hadn't expected you here. Or Agent Bulger.
The Senate situation is more complicated than I could explain via holo. I couldn't be certain my office wasn't being monitored. What I said before was accurate. The Senate has called a hearing to investigate the actions of Special Forces, Havoc Squad specifically. But what I couldn't say was that the senator behind these proceedings is actually an undercover agent for the Empire. The entire hearing is a sham.
If this is all nonsense, can I just leave?
This isn't a joking matter.
We have the evidence right here. His name's Zion. He represents a tiny little rock in the middle of some very profitable trade lanes.
With the help of Imperial intelligence, Senator Zion has slowly gained influence. Now he's turning that influence against us.
It's just another shot from dear old General Racton. Zion gets Havoc suspended. Racton gets the break he needs to turn the war back his way.
What's our move? Arrest Zion?
Not exactly. The military doesn't have that kind of authority. And detaining Zion would only fuel his accusations that we abuse our power. I want you to attend the hearing just as the Senate has asked. We can't risk him getting away. Go and conduct yourself respectfully. When it's your turn to speak, present the evidence the SIS has gathered. The Senate will have to investigate, and we'll be free to resume operations.
I'll get this cleared up in no time.
Remember, Senator Zion will do his best to paint you as a loose cannon. Don't do anything to prove him right. I'll be waiting in my office. Report back to me as soon as the hearing is complete. Dismissed.
Have fun, Major.
Welcome, Major. We appreciate you taking the time to come and respond to our concerns in person. Senator Zion, you may proceed.
Thank you. As many of you are aware, Havoc Squad is widely considered to be the finest infantry team in the Republic military. Their reputation earns them a great deal of leeway, so much that they have become a danger to the Republic itself. My friends and colleagues, what is it that Havoc Squad actually does, day in and day out? Disturbingly, almost no one knows for sure. We all remember the mysterious disappearance of Havoc Squad's previous commander. No doubt, a crime was committed and covered up. And that nonsense with the so-called Gauntlet superweapon, an astronomically expensive operation to destroy a science project whose danger was never substantially proven. And it was only after that reckless operation that the Empire attacked us with full force. Why wasn't the Senate consulted beforehand? I will end with this simple fact. Since the war broke out, Havoc Squad hasn't made a single trip to the front lines. If all of the Republic's battles are being won and lost without the help of our best team, then it's time we made changes.
Thank you, Senator Zion. Major, if you'd like to make a response, you may begin now.
The Senator speaks very persuasively, but not truthfully. I have evidence here proving that Senator Zion is a paid agent for the Sith Empire.
This is outrageous. Are we really going to tolerate wild accusations like this?
The commander of Havoc Squad deserves more than to be dismissed out of hand.
Preposterous. I called this hearing to present facts, not paranoid delusions.
The facts are right here. Give it up.
Though it is highly irregular, these are dangerous times. We are in no place to ignore accusations of treason, even among our own body. Guards, seal the area and allow no one to leave until we are prepared to reconvene. Senator Zion, in light of this evidence, I must order that you be detained by the Senate Guard pending charges for high treason.
But this is insane! I'm no traitor! Whatever you've seen, it must be a forgery. Some kind of military conspiracy.
Please accept our apologies, Major. I hope you understand that you were called here with the best of intentions.
You have a duty to ensure that we're acting in the Republic's best interest.
That's right. And rest assured that your tireless efforts in the Republic's defense are greatly appreciated.
Given the change in circumstances brought about by new evidence, I hereby adjourn this meeting immediately. Major, you're dismissed.
Stand by.
Major, Lieutenant Mai. I'm General Garza's new assistant. It's a real honor to meet you.
It's good to meet you too, Lieutenant. Could I see the General?
I'm afraid General Garza had to leave. An urgent situation on Corellia. I can put you through to her via holo if you like.
That would be great, Lieutenant.
One moment, please.
Major, I understand our dilemma has been taken care of. Reports are already circulating about Zion's secondary income. Racton could have buried us with this one. If the SIS hadn't come through, if you hadn't convinced the Senate to review their evidence, we would be finished. Well done.
Catching traitors is just standard operating procedure.
Hopefully, this will be the last traitor we have to deal with for a long while. Join me on Corellia as quickly as possible. General Racton has taken the field personally. This is the opportunity we've been waiting for.
What made you decide to go to Corellia yourself, General?
The battle for Corellia may determine the outcome of the entire war, Major. I must take a direct role in commanding our forces. Contact me when you arrive, and I'll give you a full briefing. Garza out.
General Racton? It sounds like you better hurry, Major. Good luck.
Major, good. Now that you've arrived, we can begin operations in earnest. Imperial forces, including General Racton, have invaded Corellia in full force. Local resistance fighters have barely held them back from total victory. Corellia is the tipping point for the entire war. If the Imperials win here, they could reverse all our hard-fought advances.
I'll crush the imps here just like I've crushed them everywhere else.
We're all counting on it. Your target is the Bastion, one of the main centers for logistics and strategic planning in the entire Republic. Racton seized the Bastion during the invasion. He's clearly hoping to use the information inside to plan his next campaign against us. It's your job to stop him.
How could Racton capture such an important objective?
Corellia's leadership betrayed us, practically sold their planet to the Empire. The Bastion is one of the most heavily secured fortresses in the galaxy. Your team will need a lot of support to take it. To get the necessary manpower into the field, we're working with a local resistance leader, a Corellian security officer named Locke.
Local intel can make a big difference.
Before he entered Coruscant, Locke served in special forces under my command. He's a dependable soldier, and he knows Corellia very well. We'll discuss the details once you arrive. We've set up our command center in a former cantina, the Gilded Descent.
I never thought I'd see you inside a cantina, General.
Very funny. Watch for targets of opportunity, Major. Imperial commando teams are all over the area. See you soon. Garza out.
I've been wondering what life will be like when the war finally ends. I've always known that there will be peace eventually, but...
It'd be nice to finally take some vacation.
Hopefully there will be at least a few beautiful places left to visit. All that truly matters is that I have you with me, whatever the future brings. I want you to be a part of my life, no matter what may come. I want to be with you forever.
Marry me, Elara. We'll face the future together.
You mean it? Oh, yes! We'll have to do things properly someday. A military ceremony, dress uniforms. Do you think General Garza would officiate?
I doubt the General gets many opportunities like that these days.
All too true. I'll start composing a formal request. Form 5763W. If I'm not mistaken. For now, just know I'm yours. Now and forever.
I'll always be with you.
I love you.
Our opportunity has arrived, sir. We've received intelligence reports that Colonel Rebus is about to test his latest project. A secret proving ground has been established on Hoth. Security will be extensive, but nothing compared to Rebus's usual protection.
Sounds like you've got your opening.
Neutralizing Colonel Rebus will devastate the Empire's weapons programs. Even I cannot calculate the number of lives that this mission could save. By robbing our enemies of their most despicable weapons, we will rob them of victory, ensuring freedom for generations to come. It was a trap, sir. Colonel Rebus was even more devious than I had expected.
You mean it was all a setup?
All of the hints and clues that led me to Rebus were fabricated. It was all a scheme to capture my power core. As soon as I defeated the last of the Imperial security teams and confronted Rebus, he activated a specially built device that overloaded my primary energy controls. I was frozen.
How did you manage to turn the tables on him?
As Rebus and his final few guards approached, I discovered that I still had control over a handful of secondary subsystems. By manipulating those systems, I was able to trigger a full emergency shutdown and a rear servolock, violently propelling me forward just as Rebus came to face me.
You actually escaped by collapsing on the guy?
It was a desperate ploy, but it was successful. As I'd hoped, shutting down my power core caused Rebus's device to shut down as well. All systems were restored within 96 seconds. Rebus's surviving guards were still attempting to lift me off of him at the time, so I dealt with them and carried the colonel back to base. Mission accomplished.
That's definitely one for the records, 4X.
With Rebus in custody, the entire galaxy is a safer place. It will be some time before I can locate an even more impressive target. As soon as I do, you'll be the first to know.
Everything's ready, boss. I've got Lord Albrecht's location on Alderaan and all of the files that prove the debt. I just have to walk in, show the files, act tough, and we can both become a little bit richer.
Richer is always better.
See you when I've got the credits. That was ridiculous. Turns out there's two Lord Albrechts. A father-son team. A crazy old man and stuck-up little punk team, really. Neither of them had a single credit, and both of them had promised to sell the guns to 3 different buyers apiece.
How did you deal with them?
It took a lot of wrangling, but I managed to get those 2 saps into the same room with all of their buyers. Then I lobbed a couple of grenades in. Most of the buyers' credits were still in one piece afterward, so I'm calling it a win.
Sounds like another job well done, Vic.
Let's hope the next rundown isn't so tough. The stress might ruin my looks.